have another special one here. Here we have the 2011 Porsche GT3 RS. This is the 997 Gen 2 body. And today I'm going to show you around this car and I'm also going to give it a test drive. But before that, please don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more car reviews. Around the GT3 RS. So the first thing you'll see here is that compared to the GT3 model, you got these bigger tracks. So here at the front you got 245 3519s, and these are 9-inch rims. These are wrapped in Pirelli Trofeo RP0 tires, and those are just so big. But then you go to the back and they get even bigger. So here at the back you got 325 3019s, and these are 12-inch rims. And as you'll notice also, this has the upgraded carbon ceramic brakes. Over here you got this really big GT3 RS in red. And as you move on to the back, look at this. Wow, this is just carbon fiber all the way. This is real carbon fiber wing. It's pretty high as well, and you can see that you have another GT3 RS badge right there. And what's nice about this car, it was actually modded to have this Akrapovic exhaust system, which makes it sound even better. Not saying that the stock one doesn't sound good. Now here at the front, it looks cute and funny at the same time. It looks like it has two eyes and a lip with a lipstick. Then down here, you got a really low front chin. So this car kind of does scrape a lot when you go through a speed bump. So you kind of got to assist it through all of that. Over here, as you move on here, you see that the lights are really good looking. And you even have this thing that's probably the washer for the headlamps. And here at the side, if you saw my video on the Civic RS, RS, it also has the lights over here, which is kind of odd because most lights are that part of the fender, but for this one it's right here. First, let's check the inside of the GT3 RS. And as you walk up to it, you can see first that you got these side mirrors which are painted red just like the rims, and they look really nice. You don't have keyless entry, so you just enter. And first thing you'll notice here is that it's just so Spartan looking. There's so much Alcantara compared to the regular Carrera, which might have leather all the way, even your steering wheel, and of course the main part, the bucket seats. So first let's check the bucket seats. You got an RS3 logo right here. As you go down, you got these vents, so you can put your 4-point seat belt right there. Move down, just look how tall these bolsters are. Over here you got another RS3 badge, and this is to open your hood at the back and your front trunk space. Yeah, let's go and climb on in. Actually, you don't exactly climb into this car, you kind of sink into it. And when you're inside, go and close the door, check the thud. Very solid thud. And of course, the window goes up and inches up to fully close it to seal it. Now to start this car, you don't have push button, so it's here at the left side. Stick the key in there. You gotta depress the clutch, and you just start it. Oh, that sounds amazing. That just sounds amazing. That's so loud right here. But it's not annoying. It's no ricer loud. This is just wow. Take a listen to that. Ooh. So far the best sounding car I've ever had driven. Okay, let's turn on the AC. Now do note that AC was an option in this car. Actually, it was an option to have it removed. And same thing with the radio. Actually, this car had the radio delete, but the owner currently had it installed back. So now here on inside, first the steering wheel. It's nice and Alcantara wrapped. You got this yellow stripe at the top to help know where the center is at all times. And if you look at the cages, that looks really, really good. It's red all the way, and it has yellow dials on it. Here at the side, of course, your classic GT3 RS door handle, so that's used to save weight. So you just pull that to open the doors. Over here, you got your window switches. At least it's power, right? I expected them to be manual or almost non-existent in a car like this. At least you still got your window control, your power mirror controls, and your lights are still just your usual lights, but you don't have automatic in this car. Okay, now here in the center, I think this is part of some chrono pack from Porsche, that it's supposed to be your lap timer and all that. Now here at the center again is your gear selector. So how it works is that it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And to go into reverse, you don't push or pull anything. You just left, then there's like a slight lock that you can feel. Then you push it even more, and it goes into reverse, just like that. Okay. It's the same thing. It's also wrapped in some Alcantara feeling thing. Even your parking brake is wrapped in this Alcantara thing. Here it's body color. It's white and glossy. It's very nice. You got a small tiny cubby. I don't know what you can fit in there, probably like one small piece of cigarette. You have a 12-volt outlet right here, and that's about it. Here your glove box, you can open this, and that's actually quite large. I didn't expect a car like this to have a glove box this big. You got a optional fire extinguisher. This car is, despite being Spartan, it's well appointed with leather over here. It's soft touch. Here's Alcantara. The dash, that's also leather all the way, and it's stitched too. That way it looks really premium looking. The GT3 RS comes as standard with this roll cage right here, and you can actually pull this one right here, and the seat folds forward. As you can see first, there's also more carbon fiber things here. And that roll cage is just extremely solid. It's nice and red painted as well, just like the accents in this car. You got an area here, you can probably like put some stuff in there if you want to. You close this back. And since it's standard on the GT3 RS, you actually have the option to add another roll cage down here for the floor area. And if you remove this metal plate right here, there's actually like a part of the carpet which you can remove, and you can bolt on your additional roll cage right there. If you have even the slightest ideas about Porsches, you know that the engine is not at the front for the 911. So this is a front trunk. And as you open it, there's just a latch right here, just like a regular hood. As you open it up, you have hood struts. You don't have a hood pad. After all, this is a GT3 RS, and almost any noise insulation was removed. You got your windshield washer reservoir tank right there. And what's nice here is you have this Porsche. It says Porsche right there too. This is all covered in what seems to be plastic. And then finally down here is where you actually put your stuff. However, it's not big enough for a golf bag, let alone two. So if you're gonna go golfing, this car definitely is out of the question. Close it up, just drop it down like that. Oh, might have to press it a little, just like that. So here at the back, or should I say the hood of the car, first you'll see that it says here GT3 RS, and RS means Rennsport. Now the original GT3 RS actually had a 3.6 liter, but for the Gen 2 997, they upgraded it to this 3.8 liter naturally aspirated flat 6 engine, which produces 450 horsepower in PS and 430 Newton meters of torque. Now compared to the regular GT3 non-RS variant, this one actually has 15 horsepower more. This has like rose joint suspension, and this car is also lighter at only 1370 kilograms. What's kind of sad is that in a Porsche, the engine's at the back, so you don't really see the full glory of it. It's all hidden under there, but at least it's kind of fun. You can still use it in the drive later on. To close it up, you just slam it down. So driving the 2011 Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the first thing I can say about this car is just how loud it is from the get-go. The very moment you start this car, it just tells you, I'm a track monster. And can you daily drive it? No, not happening. You're not going to be able to daily drive this car. Maybe at first you might think that it's actually quite similar to just driving a Type R in terms of the harshness, but then later on, it just it gets to you. It is pretty harsh on the roads, on the bumps. You get hit on the bolsters of your bucket seats so much more, and it's just not something that you would really want to daily drive at all. Plus the fact that it is very, very low, this car. Now over these quite low speed bumps, I have the urge to just slow down, else risk hitting that front chin that's extremely low. It's just really not a daily driving car. Next thing, of course, is no matter how much you love cars, manuals in Manila aren't fun. I mean, they're fun on a Sunday, they're fun on a track day. You want to take this to the ones in Clark, sure, you can do that, but not your everyday car, that's for sure. Next thing about this car is just how low it is. I am 5'6", and sitting extremely low isn't exactly what I love doing a lot, because I can barely see anything out of the front of cars, and especially with this car, I just have to like gooseneck my head up like that just to see anything out the front. There's no way to raise the seats of these bucket seats. You can move them forward and backward, especially since the clutch is a bit deep on this car, but no, you can't raise it, so it's a bit of a struggle for me to drive this. The clutch on this, not only is it deep too, but it's also quite hard. If you drive something like a diesel car, like, I don't know, like a Revo before, or you're used to driving like Vios manual, no, this car's clutch is nowhere near that. There's just so much more spring action in this. I'm sure it is an assisted clutch, but no, you don't feel it. It's so hard, it's gonna kill your knees after a long while. When it comes to corners, this car is just a beast. Well, no matter where I point it, it just tends to go there. Point it like that, boom. Point it like that, boom. It just goes like that. And the thing about it, it does so in a very, very planted manner. This car, after all, has the dynamic engine mounts, the engine supports. So they kind of move to prevent the engine from tilting that much. Plus, this car has those rose jointed suspension. That's some suspension magic. I don't exactly understand it, but it does really translate really well to when you're cornering. Well, now the question is, can you feel that it's a rear engine, rear wheel drive car? Now, I haven't been able to drive this fast enough to be able to say whether or not it really feels like that, but it feels just like a regular car to me in terms of the handling, since I'm just doing it at low speed. So this car has the aftermarket Akrapovic exhaust, and it just sounds amazing. Now this car is also very, very revvy, and this can go and rev up to like 8,500 RPM, which is insane. I can't do it right now. I can't really rev it so high because we're in a village and I don't want to get complaints, but just trust me, it drives really well. Later on, I'll try to find a space where I can rev it a bit more and show you. So right now I'm just gonna kind of floor it a little bit. Damn, this car really takes off extremely fast. But then I'm running out of roads. There's just really so much speed bumps here. It's kind of sad. I can't unleash this car's full potential. And that is why you're supposed to just keep this car in the track. In the track, no problem. You're gonna have so much fun with this car. You can take this up to its limits, where it's supposed to be, and that's what it's designed to be. But if not, I think it's best you just stick to something like a Honda Civic Type R FK8, or you know, you can always just go for the regular version of this, the Carrera, or even the Carrera Turbo if you want to. But don't get an RS for daily drive. It's not supposed to be that way. This car is a toy and a track weapon at the same time. If you like this video, please don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more car reviews.